Welcome, everyone. I am so happy to see you. And today, Iris and I really want to talk about a topic. Later on today, we're also going to drop a little hint on something that we're working on that we're super excited about. So stay tuned till the end because we're super excited about this. But today, we want to talk about learning to trust yourself in the relationship, be yourself in the relationship, but also allowing others to be in themselves in their relationship, right? Mostly in a marriage, mostly in a couple, mostly in a situation where you're raising children, building a household, let it be married or not. You're together in this relationship, you're making this happen. And now we feel sometimes, and Iris, I know that you'll go along with me on this one because we've talked about this so many times, but you feel this sense of possession. We feel sometimes this sense of you need to do what I say, I need to do what, like we need to control each other, or because we're together, we need to do things together. And that cannot be very healthy. And that is not very healthy because everybody is its own person. Even if you're raising children, everybody is its own person, including the children. And when we try and control them, when we try and take everything so personal, you're doing this because you want to hurt, or you're doing this because you're mad at me. And it's like, no, sometimes I have my own feelings in this relationship. You may have your own feelings in this relationship, and that is okay. And it's okay to feel. We're not always gonna be happy. We're not always gonna be in that mode. It's okay to feel and to say, hey, I'm just feeling kind of this way, nothing about you, not on you. It's just me, I'm feeling this way, and it's okay. But sometimes we feel this sense of possession and why what did I do and what can we make it? It's not necessary all the time. Well, how do you feel about it, Iris?
I am totally with you. You just reminded me of this client that I worked a long time ago. And one day she come and said she's upset and she's upset with the partner because they went to a party and he did not behave. He was not the kindest person. He was mean.
Explain.
He embarrassed her.
Mhm.
And then I talked further with her and I said, but how, did you talk to him? Did you express yourself? And she goes, not yet, but he didn't want to go. And I'm like, so why did he go? Oh, because I cannot go by myself. He won't let me. Um, some, and it goes back to not being yourself, like
Yes.
having that possessiveness that you have to do everything together because there's a lack of trust,
Yeah.
lack of lack of respect. Because when you're in a relationship, doesn't mean you lose yourself. Your individuality is still there, and this is one of the main reason one of the main reasons that our relationship fall out. Because when we lose ourselves, and I'm talking about myself specifically, when you lose yourself in a relationship, then who are you? What are you giving? What is it that's coming out of you? Is it out of love or out of this possessiveness that I need to make this relationship perfect?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to be. So I, and that goes with the children too, as you said, and and that's not healthy. It doesn't lead you to anything that is loving. And
Exactly. And it's okay to be their own person, even in that couple, right? And it sounded that it was coming more from a possessive place. If you're gonna go to this party, I'm gonna go with you, so I know you're not flirting. Or so it sounded like it came more from that place. But sometimes it even happens from the other place of you have to come with me because I don't want to be alone, or you have, and like pushing the person to do something that is not theirs, and then being upset that they're not super happy there. And it's okay to say, hey, can you come with me? Even though I know it's not your thing that much, can you come with me and have the person agree? But when it comes to the point where you're pushing so hard that now the other person's grumpy, and then you're mad because the other person's grumpy, well, they didn't want to go anyway, right?
exactly. And you should have, or you have the right to go to a party by yourself.
Yes.
That the relationship doesn't mean that you lose your independence, that you lose your freedom to being. And going out or going to a party, a healthy party by yourself, doesn't mean that you've been disrespectful to the relationship either. It's,
No,
it's relationship are meant to, it's a partnership. It's
yeah,
it's growing together. It's expanding, not
not
holding
pulling.
yourself from
Yeah.
being.
Yeah, and I was telling you, I know that before this we were talking a little bit, and I was giving you an example. You had a couple that I was working with, and they were telling me this story, and it's funny because both of them were seeing the situation as always from their own mindset, right? So the guy was playing a video game, she was reading a book. She asked him, "Hey, can you lower the volume a little bit?" Which he did. She kept reading the book. She was like, I'm not concentrating. But she knew that he had the right to play his video game. She had the right to read her book. She's like, I completely understand that. She wasn't mad or anything. She said, you know what? I'm gonna go sit on the couch and I'm gonna finish reading my book because I want to. So she gets up, she goes finish reading her book, she finishes reading her book, and then she goes back in the room because she is interested in like the story. Video games have like a story. I'm not a huge video game person because they make me a little dizzy when I watch them. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But
I'm not
she goes back in to see the video game because she wants to see the storyline progressing or whatever. And then when she comes in and she's watching and she's like, oh, ask my question. He goes, oh, you were being passive aggressive. And she's like, why was I being passive aggressive? And he goes, you went over there to the other room to read your book. And she was like, well, I was just trying to concentrate on my book. I knew you were concentrating on your game, which is cool. I just wanted to kind of concentrate on my book. It wasn't out of me being passive aggressive. And both of them were kind of seeing it from his side. And his side, when he explained his side, which I loved, he was like, I'm playing the video game. We had said we were gonna spend some time together doing our own thing, but together. And now she's all like, oh, turn the volume down, and now it's not low enough. But instead of talking to me, she just went to the other room. And like you said, there was a little bit of lack of communication, right? Um, but there was also not looking at the noble intent. And I know I talk about this all the time, but it's such an important piece of understanding that everybody has their motivation and it's not always evil. It's not always out of anger. It's not
Um,
always out of, a lot of times we do things because we feel it's necessary for us, but it's not coming out of wanting to throw something at another person.
yeah.
It's so interesting. Relationships are interesting.
Oh, it's the most interesting ever. That's all we do. Even we have relationship even with the tree. So relationship with another human is a very complex task.
It is. That's very complex because we have our thoughts and no matter how much we think we know another person, we don't know what they're thinking.
No, it's
We don't know how
impossible to
they're
know how they
processing.
feel. I mean, I can relate to your feeling, but I don't know exactly the way that you feel what you feel because you are your own you and I am my own me.
Exactly.
And you don't lose that when you go into a relationship. That's the part that we need to a lot of us needs to go back to understand that in a relationship you do not lose your individuality and your feelings are right to feel, like you said. Feeling happy or feeling sad are two same valid feelings that needs to be honored and be
Yes.
responsible for your own feeling and allowing the other person also to be. So
Responsible for theirs. Yeah.
awesome. This is
Awesome.
yes, it's beautiful. Amazing. I love this topic.
I love this topic too. And I think this will be the perfect time for Iris and I to give you our little thing that we're working on, our little project, little big project, right, Iris?
Yes,
That we're
so exciting.
um, all right, so go ahead and pitch our wonderful new project.
So we are putting together a group, Growing Together. It will begin on June 1st. It's free. We just want us to grow together because when one heals, everyone heals. And I see a lot of need for having a support system, a community that we can join and learn from each other and see other people's perspective. Because sometimes when we only have what we learned, we don't know there's something else out there that we can transform. We can transform the way we view ourselves and we view a relationship. Myself, I had no idea that I could be myself in a relationship until was I encountered other people. That's when I realized, oh wait, I don't have to be this person. I can be me and also be happy in this relationship. And this is what we are putting together, a group that we can all gather and we can learn from each other. And it's going to start on June 1st. It's about 6 weeks, or let's see how much it will extend. But that's the beginning day. And the link, that link that you see on the screen, you can scan it and you'll go to my website, and on the schedule an appointment, or just schedule a free session so if you need to learn more, and the link is also going to be on the YouTube channel, so you can come and sign up for the class.
Yes.
So Mileidy, what do you?
Yeah, no, I am super excited, and I love, love, love when you talk about our groups, just because it's like our little baby that we're creating, and there's gonna be couples groups. If you want to come and your couple doesn't want to come, that's okay. You can come by yourself. You can come as a couple. We are super, super excited to start these groups and help our community continue to grow together. And these groups, like Iris said, they're gonna be free. Click on the link, come talk to us. I'm going to put a couple of links also in the bottom of this video that you can go to learn more and hopefully sign up. So we cannot wait to see you and meet you virtually. So thank you so much. And I
And no
think this is
commitment. You can get out at any time. This is the space to learn to trust yourself and be you.
oh, I so have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, share a lot of information about our groups, because we're super excited. Like we said, it's going to be on Sundays, starting on Sunday the 1st. Thank you and have a good one. See you next week.
Be good to yourself.
Be good to yourself.